a troubling trend for the Brooklyn Nets. Fourth quarter woes continuing. They get outscored 31-13 against the Utah Jazz. Nets had built a double-digit lead, similar to Philadelphia. But once again, they could not close the deal.
And we could look at a handful of things, but I think a few of the numbers that stand out. That fourth quarter alone, 7 turnovers for the Nets, 14 points off those turnovers for the Utah Jazz, and to only score 13 points. The offense wasn't flowing. The ball wasn't moving. The Nets typically average over 23 assists per game, just 11 on the night. So not only could they not get their offense going, but they couldn't stop a Utah Jazz team that had struggled throughout the course of the game.
Spencer Dinwiddie, in that third quarter, when there was a void, he filled it, and Dinwiddie was the go-to scorer for Brooklyn. The problem for the Nets, nobody else chipped in. And in the fourth quarter, when things went haywire, there was nobody to stop the bleeding.
And I think the Nets are learning, too, what can they do to manufacture points when shots aren't falling from the outside? And they struggled from the three-point line. They continued on the attack. Of course, there's a guy like Rudy Gobert, who is the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, who had a presence. But how can they get other guys integrated? That's something that they have not figured out, and you want to see that confidence back. There was a stretch in the season where the Nets believed they could close out games. They believed that they were able to execute down the finish, and with 5 straight home losses, we haven't seen that same belief out of this group.
Donovan Mitchell was fantastic, especially in the fourth quarter for the Utah Jazz. Jazz had been struggling, so they desperately needed a win. The Nets are on a season-long 4-game homestand. They are in jeopardy of taking an offer.